CTV Edmonton, local breaking news with Evan Kenny.
Good evening. The Alberta government says tomorrow's budget includes $10 billion for education. The province says that money will be used to hire 1,600 additional teachers and 800 new support staff in the next school year. Premier Danielle Smith says although the looming deficit has forced her government to make tough decisions in tomorrow's budget, she says the province's public education system needs to catch up to the number of students enrolled. CTV's Connor Hogg has more.
Getting Alberta's world-class school system fully caught up to our recent population growth will be a multi-year effort.
Alongside her education minister, Premier Danielle Smith said today the budget will include $10.8 billion for education, which the province says is a $722 million or 7% increase over budget 2025, with more growth to come.
Over the next 3 years, education funding will reach $11.5 billion by 2028-29.
The province wants to hire 1,600 teachers and 800 support staff during the next school year. The province says that's in addition to the nearly 500 teachers it needs for three-person complexity teams. It says more money will also go to specialized learning needs, enrollment funding for school boards, and extra dollars for addressing classroom complexities.
In the past 5 years, we've had 600,000 people move to Alberta, including 80,000 additional students. We haven't experienced anything like this in generations.
NDP education critic Amanda Chapman says while she's hopeful those teaching positions can be filled, she says many teachers' opinions of working in Alberta have been damaged by provincial disrespect and underfunding. She says many school boards are struggling to fill their complexity team positions and are pulling from their substitute teacher rosters.
That's where a school then has to rearrange deck chairs on the Titanic because there are no substitutes available.
In my 7 years as president, I have not witnessed such a significant investment into our schools.
ATA President Jason Schilling says he's happy to see the government change its stance after what he calls years of underfunding. He credits the teachers' strike that took place in October. He wants to see the three-person classroom complexity teams expanded to include grades higher than 6, and says he'll watch the government closely to make sure it follows through.
The government has committed to providing resources. Now boards must ensure that these resources reach classrooms.
That was CTV's Connor Hogg. Now the province says it plans to hire more than 5,000 new teachers, EAs, and support staff in total over the next 3 years. Education Minister Dimitrios Nicolaides says we can also expect to hear about specific new schools his government plans to build in the coming days. Both Alberta's Premier and Finance Minister have warned tomorrow's budget won't be pretty. While the province blames plunging resource revenue and a growing population as big reasons for the tough budget, critics are calling out some questionable costs too. The Premier's office budget increased by $4.8 million last year, with $280,000 spent on new carpet alone. $70 million was spent on children's pain medication, plus more than $700,000 to destroy some of that expired supply. Costly coal settlements have totaled $238 million so far, with two more pricey settlements likely to come still. $163 million in payouts to parents during the teacher strike will climb as well, and $37,000 was spent on new tableware in the government house.
There is a lack of prioritization of wants versus needs, and they have it mixed up.
As ministers, we've been asked to look at our departments, look at our spending to ensure that we are maximizing the benefits of the money that we do spend.
While expenses are up overall, per capita spending has decreased under the UCP. The City of Edmonton is eagerly anticipating tomorrow's provincial budget. It has submitted a wish list the mayor says is more modest than usual and aligns with provincial priorities. CTV's Jeremy Thompson reports.
With a $6.5 billion deficit projected in the upcoming provincial budget, Edmonton is calibrating its funding wish list accordingly.
It's going to be modest. It's really our approach and a recognition, but with also the understanding that this can't continue forever either.
Mayor Andrew believes both governments want to improve the economy, address public safety and the cost of living, and spend more on maintaining and building infrastructure. Edmonton is asking for $75 million in specific funding, $30 million to service industrial areas so they're ready for development, $25 million for one-time transit security upgrades. Other asks include police body cam funding, money to permanently bring back the low-income transit pass program, and build more supportive housing.
They've put a lot of funding into recovery units, and that's great, but where does somebody go once they're finished their recovery program and still need supports? So we know that they know that that is a gap.
Budget Day is a big one for communities of all sizes. Alberta Municipality's President Dylan Bressy is driving down from Grand Prairie a day early to be there in person.
We do agree with the Premier that the two priorities are catching up with population growth and diversifying our economy.
Like in Edmonton, Bressy says cities and towns want more money for infrastructure. His organization calculates per capita funding is less than half what it was 15 years ago.
Something eventually has to give, and unfortunately that means local property taxes go up or local infrastructure is left to crumble.
And policing is top of mind as many small communities brace for a new funding formula they expect will increase costs.
In isolation, that decision might be a reasonable one, but it's one of dozens of decisions that have been made by this government and previous governments as well that have increased our costs, decreased our revenues.
Bressy says local councils across Alberta are already tightening belts and pinching pennies to stretch provincial dollars. They'll be watching the budget closely for any more downloaded costs. Jeremy Thompson, CTV News, Edmonton.
The identity of an 8-year-old girl from Edmonton killed 3 years ago can now be shared as a publication ban has been lifted.
We couldn't even say who, my baby, that's all I could say. But now I can say my baby, Nina. You remember Nina, just to let people know that, she has a name. Not just a blurred out picture on the news. She has a family. She has a name. And she's very loved and missed.
Nina Napope Dumais was killed in 2023. Her body was found in a hockey bag in the back of a truck in Muskwachees. Ashley Rattlesnake was originally charged with murder in her death. She pleaded guilty to a lesser charge of manslaughter last fall. Today, the Crown suggested a 9-year sentence is appropriate, while the defense asked for 7 years.
My reaction to that is that like what the justice system is about? You go and kill an innocent child? Oh, let's see how old she is. We'll give you that many years. Really? That's sickening. That's sickening.
Rattlesnake's sentence is expected Friday afternoon. Some Edmonton area travelers have been told they have to stay in Mexico days longer after their flights were canceled this past weekend. Cartel violence caused upheaval for many people on vacation. As CTV's Miriam Valdez-Carletti reports, some say the lengthy delay is unacceptable.
I just feel kind of, a little helpless, honestly, and it's like getting to me a little bit. I'm anxious.
Ongoing frustration from Mandy Hallaby after her flight back home to Edmonton was canceled Monday.
And I've just been waiting for an email from WestJet and nothing. There has been no communication. I've tried to call.
Megan Dimitri from Spruce Grove had her flight canceled Saturday before the cartel violence erupted in Puerto Vallarta. She says the next available flight WestJet offered her isn't until March.
I thought that they were joking. I thought that was for somebody else, or that they didn't understand that I've already been waiting since the 21st.
Dimitri is still figuring out where she can stay for the next week.
I can understand maybe a day or 2 or 3 days now because of this cartel situation, but a week is unacceptable. That's just insane, and not communicating with us at all.
According to the Canadian Transportation Agency, large airlines are required to book passengers on the next available flight operated by them. If that can't happen, airlines must rebook that passenger on another airline within 48 hours.
The WestJet is getting away with blatantly disregarding passengers' rights as prescribed by law.
This air passenger rights advocate recommends people with concerns to save documents, take screenshots, and record conversations with airlines. He says travelers are entitled to reimbursement if they end up buying an airline ticket home.
It is financial loss that you're incurring, and a WestJet is responsible for making you whole, reimbursing you for those expenses that you incur because they failed to rebook you.
The CTA did not say if it will fine WestJet for not following the air passenger rights protection regulations. Miriam Valdez-Carletti, CTV News, Edmonton.
WestJet says if a customer has not received communication by now, it may be because they made an error in passing along their contact info. It says it will review all expense submissions incurred as a result of this disruption. New provincial legislation aims to protect consumers and grow Alberta's tourism industry. The government plans to change the Consumer Protection Act to stop hotels and short-term rentals from charging hidden fees at the end of a stay. The business must disclose all fees when booking and explain the purpose of each mandatory fee. The province also plans to ensure destination marketing fees are going to the right organizations. These fees support local tourism, marketing, and development.
It will ensure visitor dollars are invested thoughtfully, because when we invest strategically in the visitor economy, we create destinations that people want to visit time and time again, and places where they want to live, work, and invest.
The marketing fee rates are set locally, and tourism businesses can choose whether to charge these fees to their customers. Edmonton Riverbend MP Matt Genereux says he has nothing bad to say about the Conservatives. He made the comments after leaving his first Liberal caucus meeting.
I have no bad words to say about people on the other side of the aisle. Many of them are friends and deep friends, and a lot of them continue to text me. I hope that to remain friends, but certainly it wasn't an easy decision to do this, and it was something that I know is there's some that don't agree with it, and fortunately that's, I guess we're going to play that.
What do you make?
Genereux crossed the floor to the Liberal Party last week. He will join Prime Minister Mark Carney on a 9-day trip later this week. He is now the Special Advisor on Economic and Security Partnerships. The trade trip will take a Canadian delegation to India, Australia, and Japan. Canola and pea farmers are expected to see some relief from Chinese tariffs soon, but many agriculture families are already looking at other ways to branch out. CTV's Alicia Fieldberg explains.
When planting crops in the spring, you never know what price you might get after harvesting in the fall. But Alberta farmers face even more uncertainty due to recent droughts and tariffs. So some are finding ways to diversify. Century Double K Farms near Lacombe converted a few underperforming acres into environmental habitats.
We were able to economically reduce our input costs. It helps us, obviously, with diversity to handle situations where the tariff situation comes in.
Lundy grows canola and peas. Last year, China added 100% tariffs on both crops. So not wasting time and resources on tricky land that doesn't grow much, and some annual payments from the national charity that helped convert the land make a difference.
So yeah, this is a growing trend, and the reason why is very practical.
The group says helping the environment benefits the farm.
So when we get those heavy rain events, wetlands obviously retain that water, slow it down, have a place for it to go. And during periods of drought, farmers have a resource where they can draw that water from.
A new report following a roundtable with representatives from agriculture, business, and government calls for a national agricultural strategy to reduce challenges.
Because we're seeing a lot of geopolitical disruption that are making traditional export markets less reliable and unstable.
Canada and China struck a deal expected to reduce and remove pea and canola tariffs by March 1st. And Prime Minister Mark Carney is on a trade mission to deepen ties with India, Australia, and Japan. But the agriculture industry still faces hurdles.
We still have a 100% tariff on canola oil, so we do have additional work to do.
Which is why many farmers are also testing out new crops to make their operations more resilient.
We've seen canola prices have gone up. My only uncertainty is that, if something happens again, how can we benefit?
Alicia Fieldberg, CTV News, Calgary.
Coming up next, highlighting the top technology in the medical world. Also just ahead, targeting tractors, how RCMP believe one man was able to steal more than a dozen pieces of heavy equipment.
This was a direct result to that trend.
Good evening, folks. Another warm day tomorrow with temperatures a handful of degrees above zero by lunchtime, and then a cold front comes through in the afternoon. That'll give us a chance of some rain changing over to wet snow, some gusty wind. Across parts of the province, we'll see heavy snow and wind gusts potentially up around 100 kilometers per hour. So it's going to turn a little stormy late in the day Thursday, and then some colder air will settle back in for Friday, Saturday. Full look at your forecast in just a few minutes.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
The University of Alberta is highlighting the latest in local health technology. ST Innovations is a nonprofit center based out of the U of A. It works to bring health inventions to a wider market. To do this, the center has access to a team of researchers, specialized equipment, and lab space. The director says that way companies can focus on innovation.
A lot of startups and SMEs disappear, right? And simply because of the challenges in the ecosystem. We're trying to remove those challenges to increase the success rate. And if these innovations continue to grow, we're going to have investments coming in, and there's going to be a huge return on investment to the province.
ST Innovations focuses on things like smart and digital medical equipment, wearable digital devices, and remote care devices. An Alberta group is trying to raise awareness about equine therapy. That's horses working with people facing challenges in their lives. CTV's Kevin Fleming has more.
He's excited at any chance he gets to be around horses. Ocean Falconer has been working with Bow Valley Equine Adaptive for years. The 23-year-old is developmentally delayed and is happy to just stand with a horse named Gold.
I feel like when Ocean is around horses, he doesn't feel like he's any different than they are. He feels a connection in that, oh, this horse is nonverbal as well. And he's a beautiful creature and can just have so much purpose. And I feel like he feels that connection as well.
The organization offers a variety of programs with horses and instructors in the Bow Valley. Its clients are living with physical, cognitive, emotional, or behavioral challenges.
Our riding program can start at 5 years old. The groundwork is typically 8 and up. And again, it just depends on the abilities and physical abilities and cognitive understanding.
McDonald says the Adaptive is hosting a documentary shining a light on various equine therapies all over the world. The film is to raise awareness but also funds for the programming here. Victoria Baldwin has a condition similar to MS and enrolled in 5 sessions this past summer where she groomed and walked beside a horse named Bo.
By the last session, I was really sad to leave. Yeah, honestly, it's a sensation that you can't really describe. You're just it warms your heart.
Gold isn't a regular therapy horse, but he's well suited for it at 33 years old. Lisa Young says the therapy time is as good for the horse as it is for the client.
I think we made his week because it's been a bit cold and slippery and he hasn't been out much. I think we probably made his month. Yeah, no, he'll have enjoyed that a lot.
Kevin Fleming, CTV News, Canmore.
The city of Red Deer is preparing to move a century-old bridge over the Red Deer River onto a new foundation.
So there's been months of engineering, review, planning, site preparation, rehabilitation of the steel trusses that are being moved in preparation for the big day.
The CPR pedestrian bridge is scheduled to move onto new supports Thursday and Friday. Specialized cranes and engineering lifting equipment will be used to lift the bridge into place. The 118-year-old bridge is a landmark in Red Deer, helping connect North Red Deer to downtown. You can watch the move in person from the Gates Avenue Bridge or on a live feed on the city's YouTube page. RCMP say they're trying to stop a theft trend targeting large equipment. Mounties found 3 semis, 7 trailers, a skid steer, 2 tractors, and more while searching a property in Wetaskiwin County earlier this month. Officers estimate the stolen goods are worth about $1.5 million. 4 people were arrested. 1 man is charged. RCMP have linked the items to 16 different thefts across central Alberta and Edmonton. Police say the accused was parting out equipment, possibly to put up for sale. Officers also allege he was using some for personal use and to steal more.
Within the last month to 2 months, we've seen a big uptick in the amount of stolen tractor-trailer units in and around central Alberta district, and so this was a direct result to that trend.
Officers advise anyone in the market for large equipment should run the VIN number through the Canadian Police Information Centre online to see if it has been stolen.
Thursday in your morning, is happiness a choice? We talked to a registered psychologist about how to endure hard times, including how to practice self-kindness. We'll see what it says.
Your Morning Edmonton, weekdays.
Programming brought to you by Senior Home Care by Angels, Canada's choice in home care.
Welcome back. Temperatures way above average today and back above 0. 5 degrees for a daytime high. We started the day at -4. We'll be in the 4 or 5 degree range for a high again tomorrow here in Edmonton, although that'll probably be around lunchtime. Mid to late afternoon, temperatures will slide. Wind warning in effect across the southwest. Gusts could be up around 100 kilometers per hour. We'll see gusty wind right across the province tomorrow, but strongest wind in the southwest. And then from Jasper all the way south along the Icefields Parkway, and I think that may actually get extended further south into the Banff area, potentially upwards of 30 centimeters of snow. So a snowfall warning in that area. We'll also see some heavier snow here across northern Alberta overnight tonight through the day tomorrow. This is 2 p.m. tomorrow. There's the front sliding through the Edmonton region. This would be the best case scenario. You get the bulk of the snow and the wind pushing through early in the afternoon and then moving south by the time we hit the late afternoon, early evening commute. If this slows up a little bit, could be pretty ugly. And even if this best case scenario does play out, there's a chance that this is some rain before it changes over to snow in Edmonton. And with temperatures dropping, by the time we get to about 6 p.m., we're probably -1 or -2. Roads are at the very least going to be slick in and around the Edmonton area and blowing snow with gusts 30 to 50 kilometers per hour tomorrow. Blowing snow will be a problem. Once it's on the ground, it's going to be wet enough that it'll stay on the ground, but as it's falling, should be blowing around. You'll deal with some blowing snow here through areas south of the Edmonton region through the evening hours tomorrow, and then you get some heavier snow through the foothills, the mountain parks, and across southern Alberta on Friday. I've put a slight chance of some light snow in the forecast for Friday in Edmonton. It really looks like probably all of it, avoids the Edmonton area on Friday and stays to the south of us. This is where the heaviest snow is going to be across the north. High level east towards Fort McMurray, at least 10 to 15, some spots maybe 20 plus. Through the foothills and the mountain parks, most of that snow is going to be Thursday night and through the day Friday. And you can see Banff could pick up close to 40 centimeters. Red Deer maybe 10 to 15. Here in Edmonton, this model has us on the low end of things. I think anywhere between a centimeter to maybe as much as 3 or 4 centimeters of accumulation by the time it's all said and done with. -10 Fort McMurray tomorrow morning. -2s Grand Prairie and Red Deer. Will be around -1 here in Edmonton tomorrow morning. -12 in Fort McMurray tomorrow afternoon. You're still above 0 in a number of spots, but those daytime highs will come midday or late morning. Through the afternoon, temperatures will be sliding. Red Deer gets to around 6 degrees, and here in Edmonton, 4 degrees tomorrow, but cooling by 6 p.m., about -1 or -2. Cold for Friday, Saturday, with the chance of some light snow there Friday, and then back above 0 Sunday, Monday. That is your forecast.
The King Edward Park Community League has been saved after it nearly shut down because of a lack of board staff. The Community League hosted a special general meeting earlier this week. At least 15 people were needed to attend to elect 8 volunteer board members. King Edward Park's president says the situation was a wake-up call for the community. It now has more volunteers than needed.
Is it too many people? I don't think it's too many. You can't have too many. It's going to be great. We're going to be working on having more volunteer engagement opportunities for people. We're going to be relying on the new board. Everybody wants to come and do their thing.
The executive director of the Edmonton Federation of Community Leagues previously said she didn't recall a time when a community league had folded. Last year, the Twin Brooks Community League paused operations until it could recruit enough volunteers. All right, that does it for us here tonight. Matt Woodman is on the desk tomorrow night. Thanks for watching and have a good rest of your night.